Late at night, a woman arrived at her reserved guest house in the pouring rain. But when she entered the code on her phone, she couldn't get the door to open no matter what she tried. As she impatiently got ready to drive away, a sudden light flickered on inside the house. In disbelief, she returned to the doorway. This time, a strange man appeared, asking Ellie what she was doing there. Ellie turned around in disbelief and checked the house number. She confirmed it was the exact room she had booked. But the man looked just as confused. He also had a booking confirmation for the same room on his phone. The two of them fell into an awkward situation. Luckily, the man politely offered to sleep on the couch. After all, it was pouring outside. After checking, Ellie realized this was the only guest house nearby, so she reluctantly agreed to his offer. But in the middle of the night, Ellie suddenly woke up. She noticed her bedroom door was open. But when she went into the living room, she found the man sleeping soundly on the couch. But just as Ellie moved closer to check, the man woke up from the noise she made. Ellie asked if he had opened her door, but the man looked completely puzzled. Ellie awkwardly went back to her room. She locked the door and finally fell asleep feeling safe. The next morning when Ellie woke up, the man was already gone. Ellie quickly packed her things and got ready to leave. She had come to the small town for a job interview. The interview went very smoothly. The manager told her she could start work the next day. Excited, Ellie returned to the guest house to pack up her luggage. But as soon as she got out of the car, a homeless man came running toward her. He was shouting at her to get away from the house. Ellie was terrified and didn't know what to do. She immediately called the police for help. But the operator said the police were short-staffed. It would take at least 2 hours before anyone could come. Afraid the man might attack her outside, Ellie didn't dare to leave the house. Just as she was about to use the bathroom, she realized the toilet paper was gone. When Ellie went to the basement to grab a new roll, the basement door suddenly closed on its own. To make things worse, Ellie had left her phone upstairs. The only connection to the outside world was a small window. While she was searching for something to break it open, she accidentally noticed a rope hanging on the wall. When she pulled it, a secret door appeared in the wall. Curious to see what was inside, Ellie used a mirror to reflect some light into the space. When she saw there was another door inside, she couldn't help but grow even more curious. When she reached the end of the passage, a dilapidated room appeared before her. The equipment inside looked like torture or interrogation devices. Terrified, Ellie ran out immediately. She pounded on the window, hoping someone would hear her. But to her shock, the person who showed up was the man from last night. Though she was confused as to why he had come back, Ellie was too shaken to think clearly. She begged him to leave the house too, but he stubbornly insisted on going down to check. He asked Ellie to wait just 5 more minutes, so she could help make sure he didn't get locked inside too. But Ellie waited at the door for over 10 minutes, and the man never came back up. Even when Ellie called down into the basement, there was still no response. Worried something had happened, Ellie hurried down the stairs. She hesitated at the entrance for a few seconds, then gathered her courage and went in. But there was no sign of the man in the room at the end. Just as she was wondering where he had gone, she turned around and saw another hidden door behind her. When she pushed it open, a deep, endless tunnel appeared before her eyes, and she could hear the man's cries for help echoing inside. With the exit on one side and danger on the other, Ellie couldn't bring herself to abandon him, so she resolutely stepped into the tunnel.